ESSLLI is a European treasure. I see students here not only from all over Europe, but from all over the world who are here actually learning things. ESSLLI moves around Europe, and that it's here is a good thing for Poland and for a Pole. But I do know that New York is east of here. That's a bad example, because if I'm in New York, it's not east of here. I do know that it's either raining in New York or not raining in New York, and that's true if it's raining in New York, and it's true if it's not raining in New York. So in all the states that are for me indistinguishable from this one with respect to that, it's raining or it's not raining is true, so I know it.
I'm very happy that for the first time it is happening in Poland. There were previous attempts to bring it to Poland, but they never worked out. So when 2 years ago, when the Opole people came forward with their proposal, I was very happy, because of course Poland has a long tradition in these areas: logic, philosophy, computer science. So it's very appropriate to do it here in this country. I think it's really the formula that was invented, say, 24 years ago is a success that is really catching on, and that brings together every year like 400 people, you know, young students, brilliant students, excellent faculty to teach them. And it has grown through the years, and it has followed, say, the developments, the new kind of emphasis that you find in research now. It's always on the front line of what is happening, and that makes it a very exciting event. And I think that's the reason why people like to spend their summer during these summer schools rather than going to the beach or whatever and just relax.
Ladies and gentlemen, the outstanding artists from Warsaw are in front of us. Varsovia Piano Trio are the following musicians: Ewa Skarbowska piano, Adam Zarzycki violin, Piotr Hausen plus cello. Now Chopin and his trio in G minor, opus 8 in 4 movements.
I can tell you that it has already for years been our ambition and deep wish to go to Poland, because of the great Polish logicians and linguists and computer scientists. And it has always proven to be very difficult. Summer school is organized in a very good way, and we all love the town, and the atmosphere is terrific. And so it is a kind of law that ESSLLI has to travel further through Europe, so it will be in a different city every year. But as it goes now, we almost think we will do it always here.
600,000 inhabitants, if I understood correctly. So that's enough to provide housing for the students, for example. So that is definitely a good idea. And to have it in a small town is a very good idea too, because everything is so close, you know. It has been in bigger towns, and then you have to the university is in the outskirts, and the student dormitories are in the other side of the town, and the center is far away. So Opole is perfect. I asked several of them, and they all really like it, and they all like the way it is organized, the fact that it is a small town, as I have already said, and the perfect organization.
Very impressed. In general, everything has been like clockwork. You know, I'm involved in 2 courses here, and there's been no hitches whatsoever. No, everything is, you know, always technically is superb, and the content it's a very nice selection of courses being made, and the university is nice. The rooms where the lectures are going are very good, and so yeah, we're very pleased. And we're staying in a very nice hotel, and the town is very pleasant. So everybody we've been meeting has been very friendly and helping us.
So I'll start in the beginning, which is the year 0, Anno Domini Montegovi, my Latin as this is a bit weak, which is probably 1973 or so, which was in a way ushered by the insistence on taking natural language syntax seriously. Up to then, we had philosophers, to whom of course all due respect is due, philosophers like Russell used to emphasize this mismatch between logical structure and surface structure. Jill saw every goat, so you have this.
It's a wonderful idea that ESSLLI is in Poland. I mean, when I was a student, I went to a few ESSLLI summer schools, and it was a great experience because you know, you meet people who do the you know, current best work in science in your field. You can talk to them. Usually the classes are not so large, so you can, you know, talk to them in coffee breaks, learn what they do, etc., etc. What's very important, you meet other people who are interested in the same things, right? Fellow students. And quite often the students that you meet, you know, at ESSLLI, you just you know, keep knowing them, right? And these are kind of friendships, or maybe not friendships, but acquaintances that last for many years.
So one example is Gwizdaliśmy, which consists of morphologically of 2 parts. So Gwizdali, which is whistle and has the features of masculine and plural, and Śmy, which is, well, which tells you that this is plural first person. Well, why do we want to do morphology, right? I mean, normally people don't do morphological analysis in like split words into morphemes. Well, we need to do that because actually these morphemes are syntactically active.
Sometimes personally I think that maybe we could also think about it differently. Like even when we started ESSLLI, you know, this word European always seemed a bit restricted to me, but then I thought of the analogy with the Olympic Games. Nobody thinks anymore of the fact that Olympic Games are held in Olympia, right? You think of it as a sort of world possession. And I also think European just means a sort of style, but not necessarily a particular geographical location, maybe.
The connection between scientific knowledge and belief being wrong and learning from errors. So again, the idea that learning has something to do with knowing what to do when things are actually not the way they are supposed to be. Now that okay, I'm just putting that up. It's actually something which I think would also make sense for knowing a method. But at the moment I can't say much more about it, but a radical conclusion, for instance, which I want to draw there is even with the area of program correctness.
It is a big success for us to have this summer school in Opole, because it is a very old idea to organize this school. Border of Paris, Prague, Berlin, we have Opole with this summer school. For us, it's a good opportunity to show our advantages, our attractive of the city, because we have people from all around Europe in Opole.
Actually, it's learning, but it's quite holiday. It's a really nice atmosphere. We are in another country for most of us. Yeah, it's the occasion to go abroad, but also I can say when we are PhD students, master students, it's really fun, yeah, to work in our domain, and I can say I consider it holidays, even if we have quite long days, but it's a nice immersion between us. Yeah.
Nice opportunity of meeting people in the same area, other students, exchange ideas, experiences, attending nice courses, so learning from people who are, who know better. And yes, and then it's a nice location. That's my son, so I take him with me. I want him to be with his dad. No, my wife is also here, we are together.
I've been part of the organizing since 2010, where we had it in Copenhagen. I was accepted for the student session last year, where I presented some of my research, and this year I'm glad that I'm the chair of the student session, so I get to give young researchers a possibility to present their research. And it's a great opportunity. It helped me a lot. I got a lot of good critiques on the work that I've done, and this year we have a lot of excellent researchers who get the same opportunity. It's a wonderful chance. We get to come here and we get to socialize a lot with our co-researchers, and that is fun. And in that respect, Poland is a great country to come to, because there are a lot of possibilities here for staying out late, and we can get good food for a reasonable price, and there is also a very nice nightlife, and we definitely use that as well.
In the first place, it is for the students, clearly, to learn and to have something interdisciplinary, because there are several fields involved: computer science, philosophy, logic, linguistics. But it is also a nice meeting place for elder people like me, professors who meet and discuss. And sometimes we discuss with other researchers and start writing papers together, things like that.
I'm really honored to be here. It's a very good company, and you know, it's fun to be the kind of evening lecturer after, you know, probably 20 years after I was at ESSLLI as a student, right? It's very interesting to see it from the other side, so to say.